Hey everyone, Light487 here. Today I just wanted to sort of go over some things to do with my USB pass-through. Now, this particular USB pass-through has been made by a gentleman by the name of Gary Dibley. He used to have his own website called e-cig City. He now makes all his devices exclusively for Liberty Flight's e-liquid. But this is not the only USB pass-through available. There are others from other manufacturers and suppliers. So what is a USB pass-through? Basically, it's a device which has got a connector for your atomizer. It's got a manual button generally, and there's no battery in here at all. Okay, and then there's this cord. This one's about 6 foot long or 2 meters long. And then that cord ends up at this plug, which is a standard USB plug. Now, this particular one is really made well. This nice flexible thing here stops it from breaking. The actual thickness of this cord is probably twice the thickness of a standard USB cable. And I've rolled over it a few times with my chair and stuff like that, and it's still working fine. Probably not the best thing to do though. Anyway, so the whole point of a USB pass-through, I get this question a lot. The whole point is that you're getting a 5-volt vapor experience. And a standard battery device like a Enjoy 510 or a DSE 901, even a screwdriver and Reaver, etc. As long as it's got a single battery in it, then generally it's going to be a 3.7 volt, battery in there. Now, so these, when you plug into your computer, you may be getting slightly less than 5 volts. Or if you're plugging it into your phone charger, which has got a USB, or in some cases your USB chargers for your other e-cigarettes, as long as it's a power device that's got a USB, generally it's going to work fine. Now, what happens with a normal 3.7 volt battery is the charger charges it up to 4.2 volts, and then it knows to cut it off at 4.2 volts. And then when you activate it and vape on it, it quickly drops off, not sure how long it takes, but it quickly drops off to the 3.7 volt range, or give or take a volt. And it sits at that 3.7 volt level for a long time, for the majority of its life cycle on that charge. And so basically you're getting a peak sort of level at the very start, and then an average level for the majority of your vape or vaping, and then obviously it drops off even more to the point where it's time to recharge the battery. So even with a device which lasts for a day and a half or 2 days, it's still doing that same thing. You're starting off at 4.2 volts, and it's dropping off considerably quickly to the average level, and then it's going to sit at that average level for, say, 70% or 60 to 80% of the time of the total time. So essentially, the whole point of a USB pass-through is that it doesn't drop off. You start off at 5 volts, and it stays at 5 volts. Simple as that, really. I mean, the downside of a USB pass-through is that you need to plug it into something. So you need to sort of plug it into your computer down there, or plug it into your mains, or whatever. And it's a sort of a fixed device, I guess. It's not a portable device. So you can't take it with you, when you go walking or whatever. So that's sort of the downside of it. But that's pretty much the only downside. And there's another sort of device that you can get, which is just basically a portable power pack. This one's from Kensington. I don't know if there's other ones of similar quality, but this one's top notch. It actually was quite cheap because I got it on eBay. But this one I've been running with the pass-through since yesterday morning, so it's about a day and a half now, and it is still on roughly 80% charge. That's 4 out of 5 lights there. So this thing is going to last for 2 or 3 days, and it's going to keep outputting at 5 volts. It's not going to output at 3.7 volts or some dropped off level. It's going to keep outputting at 5 volts. So that's the difference. You know, these USB pass-throughs now with you know, portable power packs like this, you can run them portably, so you're not fixed to your computer or to your mains power supply. You know, you can take this with you and vape at 5 volts non-stop with no drop for hours and days even. So you can see there's a lot of vapor coming out, and that was a 3-second draw. I'll just do a 1-second draw. That's about as much vapor as I would get from a 4 or 5-second draw from a 3.7 volt device. So 1 second at 5 volts compared to 4 or 5 seconds at the higher voltage, at the lower voltage. That's the difference, and it's going to stay at this level for the whole day and tomorrow and the next day. And if I've got it plugged into the computer or the mains indefinitely, until the world ends, it's just going to keep vaping at 5 volts. Great throat heat as well. Yeah, so that's basically it. I mean, it's as I say, I mean, because you're getting a 5 volt vape from start to finish, and in the case of a computer or main supply there is no finish, I see no reason why people who are serious about vaping shouldn't get one of these. Like, it saves you on batteries as well, because the other ones you're constantly charging, and eventually they're going to get to the point where they're not going to hold their charge anymore. I just don't see any reason why not to get one of these. They're very cheap by comparison to other electronic cigarette devices, probably half the cost of a starter kit. So with a starter kit you get a couple of batteries, maybe a couple of atomizers, maybe 5 sort of filled cartridges to vape on. With this, you'd basically buy this. If you want, a couple of atomizers, although I'd probably recommend getting, say, 5 if it's, just get a 5-pack. And like whatever liquid you want to get, 30 mils of liquid for the month or whatever. That's it. Like nothing more really to buy. Like if you want it to go portable, obviously you have to buy one of these as well. But the liquid, the atomizers on a pass-through is basically the same as a as a starter kit. Because of the atomizers. That's really the main cost there. And you're getting 5 atomizers instead of 2, that kind of thing. Anyway, that's all I want to really say. I just want to sort of go over what a USB pass-through is, what its benefits are over a standard e-cig, and sort of give you a demonstration of how well it vapes on a standard atomizer at 5 volts. Thanks for watching.